Hey, welcome to Played Tribes of Midgard Season 5. Hey, we're making a series on getting started in Saga mode. If you haven't watched any other videos, I'll tell you right now, I'm a big fan of Saga mode compared to Survival. But this is kind of a walking progression, and this video is going to be focused on getting geared up. And kind of the second run that I recommend for players to do. To kind of get their feet underneath them so they have a variety of stuff to pick from as they're progressing in the game. So, in the last video, we completed some of the basic challenges. We got some starter kits that we will need for this next run. So if you haven't done so, go ahead and jump on over and go ahead and equip that villager starter kit. We like that. And then you should have also picked up a weapon, the Raider Axe 3. We will be using that one in this video as well. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about gearing up and getting ready for a fight. So, our goal in this one is to unlock the Guardian. A pretty easy thing to do here in the class challenges is 3 Jotun in a world. So, we're going to go try to last for 3 Jotun and take down all 3. So this should be fairly easy. I will talk through most of the video, but for the most part, there will be some points where you're probably just going to want to skip around. I may fast forward. We'll see how much attention deficit we have. So, and in this one, we're also going to try to go for the Hunter. Give us something else to focus on. We're not going to worry about Ancients right now. Our goal is just to get fully geared up so we can take down 3 Jotun. And we're going to go try to get this 15 shrine, so that way we have 2 more classes to work with. So let's jump off into it. So booting up a solo, just make sure you got your villager starter kit prepped up and get your Raider Axe 3, because we're going to need them. So, alright, so same thing, Jotun, don't forget to zoom out. Alright, as you can tell, now we way less naked than last time. We got a full set of gear, and we're 30 seconds in. So, but we still don't have tools, so we'll grab some branches and grab some flint. If we recall from last time, it was 5 branches and 3 flint is what we needed. So there's 4 flint, so we can get 1 more branch. Now I will say this, if we wanted to see if one of these trees drops a branch, we can use our abilities. We'll actually harvest stuff for us, so that'll take that out. I got some wood, not what we're hoping for. Works in a pinch. Alright, we don't need flint anymore, we only need 3, so we're actually going to skip that just for time's sake. And ooh, there's going to be bad guys in here, so now we can just go ahead and fight because we have that ability. Those guys taken care of. Alright. Hey, there's some branches. 8 branches. We're good to go. Cool. Let's go make our tools. Those will be important. Are you good? Alright. Cool. Aaron just killed the deer. Okay. Alright, well, I'm not going to ask questions. We're going to put a hold on the fishing rods. We'll get into fishing in an entirely different video. They're not super helpful right now. So, alright, and hey, just like that, we are now 8 minutes ahead of schedule with that 1 kit. Isn't that awesome? I love that. So, alright. This is a Glacier Peaks area. That's super cold. We're not going there. So, we can either go northeast or southwest. For this run, I am going to start with Bright Forest because the first thing that I need is wolf teeth. And let's go walk in here and talk about progression for a second. To go at the base level, the first thing you need is one of the 3 ingredients of stone, iron, or wood, depending on your weapon. The second thing that you're going to need to get anything up to green is typically wolf teeth. So you can see the villager sword needs wolf teeth, the villager axe needs wolf teeth, the villager hammer, the villager bow. You get the idea. You're going to need wolf teeth. So go find some wolves and we're going to go mess them up. Also, another thing to get in a good habit of is opening with Bright Forest area until you have enough wolf teeth and leather to make a villager set, as well as get to villager 2 on your weapons. So it looks like that's actually going to go into Land of Pools, so we're going to try going south instead. I am going to take a second to talk about biomes. There are 6 different biomes. Okay. There's 4 main biomes. You have your Bright Forest, which is non-elemental. Wow, all Land of Pools. Okay. And sometimes this happens. This is part of it. This is fine. We are going to just go straight into Land of Pools, which means I'm going to get some lightning weapons pretty early. So there's Bright Forest, which is non-elemental. You're going to find Dokafar, boars, pretty much anything to make non-elemental weapons in there. And it's typically fairly low level and not anything terribly threatening in it. Hey, there's Asta. That's why that's so close. Alright, we're actually going to go northeast. I changed my mind. For the Land of Pools, the next second lowest level is the lightning stuff, where you have all of your lightning gear, home to goblins, which will give you small bones in case you want to make Hessier weapons or Hessier armor. Yeah. Fight you. There's the Smoky Highlands, which is where you'll find the fire items, fire enemies. And then there's the Glacier Peaks, where you'll find all your frost stuff. Oh, hey, there's a Bright Forest. Just needed to cut over. That wasn't too bad. Ooh, I'm actually gonna go up the ramp first. So you see here on the map that this is 2 different colors. This means it's elevated, and there's this ramp here. We're going to go up here, grab this shrine, because I can just roll down and keep going, and that'll give me access to the sorcerer. Just got tired of working there a little. Alright. So, same thing, we're going to grab warrior. I'll do an entire ranger video later, because I want... I recommend playing warrior just to get used to melee combat. Most of the combat in the game is melee, but if you intend on playing nothing but ranger, then just play ranger. That's all you do. Just do the easy stuff. So this is Lenorm. You can tell that this is what's known as a strong enemy because they have a yellow health bar. This means that they have these attacks that are have the glowing red eyes, the critical hits. As you can tell, this Lenorm's not doing a whole lot of damage because I have gear, and this is rated for level 40, so also starting area. See, I can't block out my shield, but I also don't do any knockback. There's no hit stun. That Lenorm's not going anywhere. So, whoops. All right. Hey, a rune. Ire of Thor. So if you ever want to know what a rune does, you can hear that kind of rocky sound effect. You can go pull up your runes and look at it. This does extra damage to Jotun by 15%. Hey, I like that. I'm here to hunt Jotun. So I always get shrines. Block this guy's attack. Grab this, and since we're already here, I see another shrine that I'm just going to go roll off this ledge and go grab that shrine as well for the extra XP, since we're trying also to get 15 shrines. Oops, not you. Talk to you later. There we go. Check off another shrine. So look at that. 1, 2, 3 shrines already unlocked. Do I need to back? Yeah, we'll go ahead and back. Just Just, yeah, we'll back. Okay. So if you remember the last video, we are way further than we were. Like, we're not even at day 10, or we're not even 10 minutes, and we're doing a whole lot better. So we got 250 or more, which means we're allowed to upgrade one person. In this run, we're actually going to upgrade the blacksmith, as I always do. We'll talk more about build orders in the future, but oh, hey, look, I can build an Ornir bow. So tempting. Alright, let's grab... Well, let's get this Raider Axe going. We're actually going to do an axe run. Now, at this point, I don't really need stone anymore. I'm going to grab a second Raider Axe, because if my first one breaks and I'm out in the field, I like to have a second one. So I typically build 2 if I can afford it. 3 is a little overkill, but if you feel comfortable, go ahead and grab a third one. So I'm about to go hunt some wolf teeth, because that's what's important to me right now. You could also top off when you're in town. I did not. Probably should have. But that's okay. So, this is a rowan tree. See, it's glowing. So it means it has its night resource available. So evening rowan drops. Certain... I'll describe this effigy. Certain plants will have certain night effects. So it's good to know what you need. So at night, if you have a free night, like the first 3 nights, you can go get whatever night resources you need. So, you also notice I started taking this kind of cold sound effect. It's gone now. That means that I was in an area that was too cold for the armor that I'm wearing, which is typically an issue this low level. Just brutalize it. Make sure you collect all that stuff. You want to get in the habit of getting that, because that is some good stuff. You'll need it later. So here's a rowan tree during the day. You'll notice if you harvest it, you won't get the evening rowan drops. You'll just get the regular resources. Night resources are important because certain armor sets or certain weapons will use those night resources. That will... you're going to need for the higher tiered weapons. So, moving right along. These are like the deer and whatnot. They drop red meat and sometimes fur for the smaller, like foxes. I typically avoid them. I don't really need to be beaten up on them. Just because they only drop like health potions or little health orbs maybe. They're kind of annoying to chase if I don't have a bow. That guy was loaded. Manager. Hey. That's cool. It's not one of the starting ones, so I'm going to unequip it. So this is a Brimmelfar. You'll notice he's pretty similar, but he's got a little fire attitude. So I'm not going to fight him right now. Yeah, get out of here. So I'm not going to fight him right now because he's part of this lava outpost, which has to do with Surtur, the third ancient. So we'll deal with him later, but typically those are a little bit stronger. As you can tell, these guys aren't going down quite as easy, but that's because we're in the power level of 100. So every area has a power level associated with it. Typically Bright Forest are the lowest levels, followed by Lane of Pools, and then Smoky Highlands, and then Glacier Peaks. I forget about Ash Beach, but they fall in the kind of mid-range, same thing as the Smoky Highlands, same deal. Making Waves, I don't think that's a default rune either, so I'm not going to run that. So, hey, we found the end of the run here. It's just kind of dead ends. So that's okay, we found some wolves. Now we got wolf teeth, which is great. There we go. Get out of here. Right. So let's head back. Let's go upgrade our stuff. We got 600 souls burning a hole in my pocket. Alright. So, moving on. We'll come over here. We know we have wolf teeth, so now we can upgrade to Raider Axe 2. Hey, look at that. And I'm going to upgrade my second one as well, because I see that I need 3, and I know that I'm going for the Raider Axe, which is 5. So I only need 8, which is exactly the amount I have. So, silver. Should I upgrade this guy now? I could. Or, since I need silver, I'm going to come over here and put my first upgrade into iron, which allow me to upgrade into stone. You'll notice we got a new harvesting tool, is the stone sickle. This allows us to do the pickups just with your hands, like we were getting the branches and whatnot earlier. This allows us to do that, but better. So it was actually a fairly easy map. I mean, I'm not going there for a while, so pretty much my only option is south. This dead ends up here. Anywhere that doesn't have a road has a chance to lead to something, but typically not. It just depends if you get a good or bad seed. I haven't seen a bad seed in a while, so it's like this branch pile. You'll notice I use my sickle to pick it up. So now I have a sickle. Cool. Ah, so I want that silver right there. They haven't patched out since Season 1, but if you're within 2 tiles, you're actually close enough to where you can harvest it. I don't know. I use it. It's still going. Yeah, so you notice these guys just get absolutely melted because I'm wearing green armor, or sorry, having a green weapon, and it's a power level 40, so they're much lower level. So you can see, oh, let's talk about these effigies. So you'll see these kind of fountains around. There's 3 of them. There's a red, a blue, and a yellow. Yellow give you a speed boost. As you can tell, I'm running much faster now. Blue, slowly generate your mana down here. And then red just heals you over time. Which is really, really nice. So, it's the worst. Those guys. So you can see that we have moved up into 120. So it's a little bit tougher. So you need some silver. Alright. Doing pretty good on silver. We got 10 silver. 11 silver is our magic number. And I'll tell you why once we get back to town. Avoid that. Those landmines will ruin your day. Do not underestimate the landmines. So rude. So close to sticking it. Alright. Get that done. Alright, so there's a Jotun. I can see the south of here. I am going to head back. Go get my upgraded weapon. Alright, so I can go double check. Yep, it's green, which means I'm able to build it. So I'm going to upgrade them again, which levels me, which is nice. And there we go. We built our first blue, which will complete the challenge that you have for here. Craft a rare item, so now you actually have access to Hessier 3. Alright, as always, you pick between these. I am going to start Final Act, extra damage. Join me in my journey of destruction. So, hey, there it is. Got my blue weapon now. Until we have a second, which will use 2 mana bars. So, we'll upgrade her with the remaining, and we'll get a full set of Raider. So remember how I was saying 11's our magic number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the tools. I guess if this case... Oh no, that's right. You need 6 silver for a full set of Raiders, which is going to be our axe up, so we'll do extra axe damage. Plus, set 6 for that, and then... How much was this? 7, 8, and then the 3 tools that are silver, that each need a silver piece. So that gives us a full... That's all the silver we need. Yeah. Or yeah, that's what it is. Lumber axe and pickaxe. So I guess technically 12 if you're going full. But, eh. I suppose also could do the Raider shield for more silver. So 14. 14 is your grand total for full build. So there you go. 14 is the magic number, not 11. That was 3 off. Go ahead and grab the Raider shield. So there we go. We are all green with a blue weapon, and we have just started night at day 2. So we are going to go south and go find this first Jotun. We have our mount, because we're level 4, so let's mount up and go track them down. Whee! You also notice that you start to build cold when you're in the water pretty quick at night. It's pretty cold, so don't stay in there too long. Be very careful when swimming, it's very easy to drown. You'll also notice that we can go into the desert area at night with no consequence. I know we haven't done that yet, but maybe on one of your runs you've seen that, hey, I'm starting to get a little toasty here in the desert. So, yeah, be mindful of that. The desert, at night's a good time to go in the desert to get what you need done there. So, we'll talk about that later. Get another shrine, get back out of the desert, and continue on our journey. Let's see. I want to keep going southwest, but there's a path over here. So I'm going to kind of split the difference. Just keep an eye on it. Get those Rowan drops for now. Alright. Hey, we got Gerodier. I honestly don't know how to pronounce his name. It's just Frost guy. Alright, let's fight the Frost Jotun. I honestly think he has the coolest design. I love the ship. So he's got a couple attacks. He has a ice throw. He has a slam around him. And a stomp. And if you remember from last time, this guy's going down a lot faster than Angrboda was, because blue weapons are really good. Dodge the slam, get back into it. Look at all that damage. So try out some abilities. Use your secondary ability. See what that does, see if you like it. Keep those Word of Blades up. I'll tank the hit, I don't care. You can see we got the slow, so our attack speed slow, movement speed slow. We got frosted. Be mindful of that. Look at that. Down he goes. First one's down. Inventory's full. As I'm trying to pick up these elixirs. I noticed I have this jar. I don't like it. I'm gonna get rid of it. A health potion 3. I'll grab the cold proof elixir because that's pretty handy. Nah, I'm actually gonna drop that because that's not gonna be consistent between run to run. Alright. So I'm gonna grab my axe damage now, just because I plan on using my axe a bunch. So the first Jotun's down. I have a 15-minute window until the next Jotun spawns. They have roughly that much time between them. So that's our first Jotun down at 22-minute mark. Which is pretty good. I'm gonna beat up on these boars, just for the boar bristles. Alright. A stag is descended from the world tree. Hey, that is an event. We're going to talk about that. Just so you kind of get used to it. You see the stag. Let's go find it. We want to get that stag to give a ton of souls, a bunch of good XP, and fragments we're going to need for ancients in the future. So, we'll get out our trusty mount and head down that way. You can kind of hear the sound effects of knowing that you're close. Sounds like it. I thought I was close there for a second. Oh, I hear it. There we are. Dayan. Hey! You leave that stag alone. So, commune with it. It'll give you some fragments, some souls, and probably level me. Yes, it will. Alright, so next up, I'm going to grab mana increase, because that's a good thing to have. Alright. Let's head on down. So, a brief talk in temperature. As we have seen, the temperature effects are kind of dangerous, and we haven't really wandered off into too many temperature zones. The ice area, you need roughly... We'll get more into that in a different video. But, yeah, pretty much you just need to be mindful. Also, you notice we have a ton of souls now. So, that's awesome. That comes from having killed the Jotun. So, we can bump him to 4 for 1,000. But the first thing I'm going to do is come over here and get Erin to 3. Because she needs to be at 3. Now we can build the silver stuff. And you pretty much don't need to go above 3 on her. And 9... Pretty much in any Saga run, I'd never take her above 3 because she doesn't need to be above 3. Get Steiner to 4, so now we can build our purples. And we'll come over here and bump Borgil to 3, so now we can build blue armor. Which, the next step is going to be Golvig's. Because we have built Raider, which has, you can see, let's see if I can get it, +3 to... heat resistance, and a full set of raiders is enough to get you into the desert during the day. So now we've technically, in a weird sense, unlocked the desert. So we're going to go repair real quick. Hit that shift to get it fully repaired. And we're going to head off towards the desert to start getting some fire materials. Because we want to get fire weapons. Now, in the fire area, there's pretty tricky enemies with some exploding stuff, so you need to be mindful. But for the most part, the only resources you really care about right now is this garnet. You're going to need, I'd say 20s probably. 21 is a good number to start with. If you see these bone piles, get about 5 large bones if you do come across those. So, as you can tell, we're not taking any heat damage, so we're good to be in here. So this is a new zone for us, and we're going to run through it, collecting the resources we need. So, look, more goblins. You're almost wondering what the difference is. Well, these goblins explode fire bombs instead, otherwise they're the same enemy. Alright. It's a lot of enemies, but we're pretty confident. You know, you can see our power level's 120 or about 100 over the 120 requirement, so we have no problem taking this camp at all. We can just melt these guys. Alright. And anytime there's a large camp, there's always 2 chests, so make sure you grab those. So modest treasure at level 1 tells me 120 is the lowest level for fire, meaning that this desert area doesn't get a whole lot lower. So off we go. I'm just going to gallop until we don't really need to kill these guys, but our main focus is trying to find Garnet, get our 5 large bones, we're almost there in large bones, and get Brynolfar Amber is our big ticket. So Brynolfar Amber, there's 2 places you can pick it up. The first place is you can get it from these guys here in the desert. Ooh, we like that. These guys here in the desert, or you can get it from the guys in the volcano camps. Now, I will note this. I am trying to collect garnet, which takes a little bit, and it's not super common. But I should be using silver to get more of it. So as you upgrade your tools, they generate more when you go to harvest. So like 4 silver is all I need there. So we are going to head back and go get silver pickaxe. And I guess I could get a silver lumber axe. Don't really need it, but we'll do it anyway. So we'll get the silver pickaxe. Ta-da! Yeah, we'll just get both. Why not? Full set of silver. So now when I pick up garnet, I get more of it per swing. So we'll head back down here. Go look for some more garnet and see if we can find more Brimafar amber from the Brimafar foes. This here is vines. This is for really high level stuff. I typically don't ever bother with it. Obsidian is also good if you're trying to go for a specific purple ember set, but for this run we won't be bothering with it. So none of those guys are dropping Brimafar amber, which is a bit of a bummer. Hey, 7 large bones, that should be good enough for this run. We'll get the shrine, getting closer on the shrines. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4 shrines to go to finish off that achievement. And unlock Hunter. These are Niflheim gates. They're the inner gates that take you to where Niflheim is. That's for the 4th Ancient. So we won't really worry about that right now. I could go under there, but it's pretty darn cold, and I'm not ready for cold. Now, we're on day 4. Alright. We don't like day 4, apparently. Huh. How far did it roll me back? Okay, that was a 9-minute reset. Huh. Well, it's kind of embarrassing. But, yeah. I'm just gonna keep going. Don't want to start the video over. So we're just going to do this a little bit faster. Alright, we'll go grab Stag. I will say that is kind of a gripe about having, I don't know why I need to be connected to the internet to play a single player game. Actually, tell you what. Now that we're here, we can do this lava camp, because you see how these guys are melting a whole lot faster? Granted, I am taking a ton more damage versus these guys. Oop, I may go down. Hit him from afar. Oh, oh, so close. We got him. I hope there's nobody else up here. Hey, this chest will probably put me over. That's why I was pushing through without burning any health potions. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, fine. Pop the health pot. Oh, these guys are so mean. These are the toughest of ones. And the little dudes explode. So just let them pop before you go down. Alright. Let's go get that stag. We know where the stag is. Hey, look. I'll grab this effigy. And now I know for a fact this will put me over. Hey, look at that. Get our axe increase. Let's that. Alright. Down we go. I'm going to send that clip to the moderators. They'll enjoy seeing that. That's fun. Repair this. Borg healed up. Real quick, just to save time and know where that silver is. I'm gonna come down here and grab it. See, that time I got 5 silver. We know it's plenty. So that will allow us to farm easier for the garnet we need. We'll come over here, bump you to 4? Didn't seem right. Oh, right, because I had extra. Cool, let's go ahead and get both these to 4. Great. So everybody's at 4. We can start working on... I actually don't even need her at 4 because I won't get any of this. Golvigs will be good enough. Alright. So Golvig's set is the fire set. It gives you extra fire damage when using fire weapons or fire type stuff. So obviously it has best level heat resistance for its level at blue, which is great. Fire enemies become pretty easy to take. You don't want to fight any of the frost guys with it though. So garnets, you need about 21. Brindlefar Amber, I think it's just 20. Yeah, it's just 20. Let's see. 12, 16, 22, 27. 27 garnet. And then yarn we will talk about in a bit. But let's go get the tough stuff first. So 27 garnet and 20 Brindlefar Amber. Let's roll. Just mow through them. Loot all this up once again. So there's the nighttime. Alright, we're going to keep pushing up into here. A little extra mana never hurt anybody. Generate that mana faster. Alright. Let's go track down some garnet. Hey, got my last bit of Brindlefar Amber, so we're good there. So now we literally just need the garnet. I need garnet, darn it. Now, if you end up with a area where you don't really have a whole lot of garnet, also werewolves, don't fight them. Just let them kill themselves in the water. They're not worth your time. I mean, you're welcome to fight them, but it's just they're way tougher than they need to be. If you do find yourself in an area where you don't have garnet available, like you can't find garnet, or just any resource, you can actually purchase them from the merchants, which is why I was excited to get the sellers. So they're called sorcerers, I think is their technical term, the sorcerers. So these guys will sell resources that are local to their areas. So Bright Forest stuff, Ash Beach stuff, the Smoky Highlands, the Land of Pools, and then Glacier Peak somewhere. So if I wanted to, I could just go buy them, but it's kind of expensive, and I like to spend my souls on things that I absolutely need to spend souls on. And you'll learn why later on. So I'm just saying, don't develop bad habits about picking up too many souls, or spending souls on stuff you don't need to. Alright, let's see if it crashes again. It's day 4. Okay, so we're in day 4. Everything seems to be going fine. Dare I get this? I think I get the shrine and see what happens. Kinda nervous. I'm so nervous. I'm literally just gonna save and quit and get back in. Load it right back up. It's really weird. I've never seen that. I played a bunch of rounds and I've never seen that. Okay. Great. Zoom back out. Alright. Let's check to see how we're doing. 18. 22's good there. So, Niflheim. We're going to avoid these guys for now. Ooh, there's a lot of goblins. I'll take that garnet, though. Getting closer on the garnet. Take that effigy. So this is the underpass. You need this to get over to the hideout. We can run an underpass at this level without a problem. So we'll go ahead and head that way. If you remember, 22 is when we killed our last Jotun, so we have 6 minutes till the next Jotun spawns. So we still got a little bit of time. Also in this underpass, observe. Come over here to this corner, wait, and then move. That's the best way to do that. I hate this underpass so much for that, but that's just, that works every time. This guy, on the other hand, I don't have a plan for him, because he's new to Season 5. He is a lot tougher, because he used to be just a plain troll, and now he's a very mean named troll that doesn't like taking damage very well. You end up with this underpass, you're welcome to fight the named enemy. I typically avoid him, just to save time. Trolls are very mean enemies that have strong attacks that will ruin your day. This is a lot of waiting. This is going to stink. It's going to time that. That's just the way that cookie crumbles on that one. So, alright. Did you notice we're not taking a whole lot of damage from these guys? So we're on level. See ya. Oop, dodge. Do not take that. That's like 2,000 damage. It's enough to knock you down. Now, as you notice, there's a lot of just being in the correct place at the correct time. If you find yourself dying a bunch, you're probably in an area you shouldn't be in yet, as far as like power level goes. None of these guys are mechanically difficult. Trolls can be tricky. Werewolves are incredibly annoying to fight, especially as an archer. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so just maybe focus on gearing, even though it's like, oh, I can go ahead and, like, let's say with that frost area, if I'd start tracking on that frost area, I'd be having a real bad time, because they're really tough enemies, and they will ruin my day. So, alright, 26 garnet, close enough. I can buy what's left over. Let's go get some yarn. So we're going to head back to town. I am running low on time when it comes to the Blood Moon. Blood Moons mean you will need to be back. So I get the guard, but alright, so yarn's what I need. Let's go find some yarn. This is where our good friend Aaron comes in handy. So you can make yarn. you just need fur. Well, furs from killing the few things we haven't killed. 6 isn't a lot. So let's go find out who drops it. The enemies drop it. So the unfrozen, the unsunken. So guys like this, guys down here. And the 4 different biomes, with the exclusion of land of pools. There's the Aqualfar, so either Brindlefar or Docklefar is the fire or not fire version. And then you have the unsunken and the unfrozen, which are the dark beach and frost dudes that are undead. So similar move sets. These guys have shields, and will give you kickback if you hit the shield. And then the javelin users will chuck spears at you. That's what they do. So these guys will drop yarn, and you can see them already at 13. So you notice that if they do hit a shield, I do 20 damage, and then I get a kickback where I'm open. So you kind of got to be careful when fighting them, especially if you're using a two-handed weapon. It makes it very tough to fight them, because you don't have a bunch of attacks. You typically attack fairly slow, and you don't have any way to defend yourself. So they turn out to be a little bit easier with the axe and sword. So play as you will. And obviously shield enemies, I think, are super easy for bow, because you just kind of go ham on them. Alright, that's another unlocked one, so I'm not going to use it. Alright. And you'll notice I got a new location revealed. That is a beacon for the second ancient by the name of Jorgamander. So, as you can see, as we're doing some of these tasks, we are kind of overlapping with tasks that are required to bring down the ancients, which you'll notice goes the other direction, to where you could even say that we want to do ancient tasks that end up completing some of our progression and leveling. Alright. So there's that second Jotun up. I am going to see if I can get... So 43 is plenty. Get a full set of gold eggs. Alright, so I need that one last garnet. I think I also need garnet for the axe too. Yeah. Alright, so 3 more ambers, 6 more garnet, plus the other 4 garnet. So I have a ton of fire stuff with a bunch of fire up. I'm gonna go heal up and see if I can't get the... Well, I need to be back for defending. And I know that the Icy Jotun was just used, so I know I couldn't get through him super fast. But I'm gonna come down here, see if I can at least get eyes on him. Or her if it's Angrboda or Jarnsaka. And then I'll teleport back whenever it gets a little too close. Running low on time. So you can see, oh, it's Angrboda. We are familiar with Angrboda. See, so it just dead ends into this beach. This is where she spawns. These guys chase me pretty far. Alright, so my village is under attack, completely undefended. But I'm going to see if I can target her down. Fight you right now. So as you notice, my damage has gone up even more. Using the second fire ability increases my attack speed and my move speed. I can keep track of that buff in the lower right, so I can be always popping it. I'm just going to tank the head just because I need to get the DPS out, and I know that I'll probably level once I kill her, so I'll full heal. Just like that. Unfortunately, it is nighttime. Alright, I'm going to tee back because I'm worried about base. You do not want to leave it unattended on Blood Moon, because there is a big bad guy that spawns, and he will tear through your entire base and ruin your run. So... this is looking okay so far. Leave that there. Where is he? He shows up on the map as a big giant circle. This looks pretty rough down here. Notice I don't have enough time to even use my extra skill point that I haven't got around to. Oh, where's this guy? Did I really not get one? That's weird. Huh. No boss. Okay. That's odd. Weird. Alright. Usually those boss spawns makes it pretty tough. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the fire efficiency since we're using a bunch of fire. I have a ton of souls now, so now anything that I'm missing I can just go buy. So I need... And let's get my axe upgraded first to purple. So I need 6 garnet and some Grenofar amber. We'll go see, because if this little camp down here... You'll notice that I did a quick switch there to take this guy down. It's because he takes resistance to fire. Ah, Boin Voyage. It's a great one, but also not stock. Night Owl. Keep it equipped, it didn't do anything. Okay. Well, this may not be what I'm looking for. There's 2 Grenofar Amber. There's another 4. That should be plenty. Alright. Let's just go get some garnet. We'll go down here to our buyer, since it's a little bit easier to do that. Oh, cool. 7 garnet. Perfect. We're good. So you'll notice after you finish a blood moon that you have a free night. So on a free night, you can do anything you want. Your base won't be attacked. You're perfectly good to go out and explore. This is a good time to get night resources that you haven't got by this point. But you've had the first 3 nights, so what's your excuse? Alright. Let's go upgrade this. Listen. What am I forgetting? Ah. Right. This needed 6 garnet. I forgot that I had got the boots. Cool. We'll go buy 4 more. That's fine. So you can always come to these sorcerers, and they'll have stuff that you're missing, just like garnet. I'll go grab 4 more garnet. You can see, charge me 200 apiece. Really need that. Grab a little speed boost, and back we go. So, this will put us at a full set of Golvigs, which is the best fire resistance for a blue level. And if you've been keeping up, ta-da! You've made a purple weapon. Your first purple, which will complete this here challenge of getting an epic in any mode. So, you did it. Congrats. Auto's been taken. Hey, look. You know where that is. Let's go take a look. So, we have a full set of fire plus armor, which means our fire weapons are going to be doing even more. And we have a purple level fire weapon. So we are doing, I would consider ourselves geared right now. I would say that we're fully geared. I think that you can take down most of the content with this setup. So we will now spend the rest of the time getting shrines until the last Jotun spawns, in which 3 Jotun will put us at a successful run for Guardian. It's just a good habit to be in. Alright. Back we go. So, let's see. Oh. So Golvigs is really easy to get. It just takes Brindlefar Amber, which shows up in desert areas, and shows up at the Surtur camps, which you got to be taken down anyway. Garnet's not terribly tough to come by. That's the tricky part of it. Then the large bones you can get from the camps, or sorry, the skeletal remains, or if you feel like taking on trolls, you can get some large bones from them as well. That'll get you your full set. So that's why I really like Golvigs. And every weapon type has a fire version. So fire is a wonderful starting point, because no matter what weapon you like, you can always pick up a set of Golvigs. So there you have it. That's how you farm out Golvigs pretty quick. And Golvigs has enough ice resistance to let you in the ice area. So it has a nice, lovely progression. Oh, not using that one either. So hey, now we're made it into the ice area. This is pretty darn great. Alright. So, oop, that's not what I meant to do. Just gonna pop that. Okay, so let's take a look at where we're at. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's a 13th in here. So we'll go pick off a couple more of these shrines. That'll complete our 15 challenge on that as well. So notice these guys are shields pretty annoying. So, as you notice, it has gotten to evening, which means it's at dusk. So I am starting to take a bit of cold. I can't quite be in here yet at night, so I'm going to go find an exit. As much as I'd love to stay and fight all these guys. Here's Surtur's domain. Any major point of interest will have a elemental reset, so you'll notice that it clears out your elemental requirements. So this will take you into Surtur's domain and allow you to actually start doing Surtur's volcanic spire to get up to where he's at. So let's get these last few shrines. I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, 15. Well, we'll just call that good enough. Hey, look at that. So that'll technically complete Hunter. Starlit Seaweed is a great thing for ice weapons. That's pretty much the main night resources that really matter. I guess every night resource has a use. There's not any useless night resources. Yeah. Luckily their shields break after you hit them once. So you can just keep going ham on them. So here we are, day 5. We're at equivalent of full build. So that's a really good place. Like, if you think about it, you have 9 more days to clear everything else, and we just did a slow walkthrough of getting to full build. As you'll notice at night, my stuff goes up a lot faster. So, I'm actually going to end this run here, just so the video doesn't get long, but you get the idea. Like, we got you built out, and you can go get your 3rd Jotun while waiting on shrines. So, and this video is about hit an hour in. I don't like long videos. So, and feel free to skim through any of it. So, I will make a much tighter couple of guides in the future. So, we'll conclude this one here. Go exit out the Bifrost, and do a little closeout and recap. Farewell. Yes. Get my 2 golden horns. collect all your goods. Whatever you want to do with your leftover horns, don't forget to go claim those. So now you should be able to go and claim all your stuff here on your progress. Be able to go pick up your blue and your purple. And at this point, you could have all three, but you should have at least 3 of these. Yeah. So, progress is being made. You're working your way through, and if all went well, you should have Guardian unlocked and Hunter unlocked, and be one step closer to Seer. So, more options for you to pick from and go nuts on. So, alright. That's pretty much a great starting point to get you going. And the next video is going to be focused on much more of a concise breakdown of what to do next. Or actually, we're going to focus more on gearing, the different gear styles, and then I will do a full playthrough of the individual ancients and working your way towards the ancients and getting practice on those. So, thanks for tuning in on this one. Sorry it's a bit long. I'm sure if you're enjoying it, you probably watch the whole thing. Otherwise, you skimmed, which I appreciate as well. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one.